Yeah, this is it. It's coming down the lower bracket. You lose, you're eliminated, you win. You keep your hopes alive, and you can't lose a single time anymore throughout this weekend between these two teams. Now with m.s.esports, their captain Kingsman, followed by the Hog Master himself, Cynthia, Elk, Nachoa, and then Area.
First attack will be by Arium, the Blizzard. Arium picked up a 2-star on his last war against Spacestation, so he is looking to get that triple now, justifying his performance on this squad and showing the world what he can do next. Starts off with a queen charge over in the right side corner, but lonely with no healers this time. It's actually just going to be a dive by her, targeting on to potentially that air defense, but no, in fact, she's going to loop around to the bottom side and help out the king a little bit. Yeah,
the lightning spells help not only to take out that enemy queen, but also set the funnel to allow this queen to path her way through. With no healers here, you're really relying on the full push towards that core into the middle of the space with that super wall breaker opening up the scatter. And look at the next wall breaker opening up the wall so that the queen can continue her path through. He's got the wall wrecker selected unless he decides to switch this up. Because, I mean, if the queen's going to secure the town hall, you don't need a wall wrecker at that point.
Single target Inferno just cooks that poor king, and I wish that Arium could have brought an extra free skull to deal with it, but low on hit points now. He will be eliminated by that giant bomb. Fortunately for him, though, he does trigger that tornado trap, and the queen will be able to go all the way to the core of the base.
Oh!
Bullseye targeting that town hall with an invisibility spell to boot.
Yeah. I mean, I was going to say, the Yak just activated the town a little bit early, but he's okay here. The queen, don't go into the poison queen. Go for the royal champion. Come to the queen. What are you doing? No, don't step into the poison spell, the town hall.
She is a great servant, but not a clever master, walking wherever she wants to on any occasion. Nice Eternal Tome pops here from the Grand Warden to protect these queens as they path over the Inferno Tower, and an Organ of Lava Hound's going to wander out in the middle of nowhere. So going a lot of single targeting black bombs here. We got the Stone Slammer to help out on the top side, though. And
look at it.
And this base is crushed.
This is destroyed. So many balloons coming in. The Stone Slammer's perfectly healthy. What an attack here. The Lava Hound, the Ice Golem in this attack base, not even going to do anything at this point. And he's got, oh, look at that. He had sneaky goblins inside of his wall wrecker, which I guess that was supposed to go for the town hall as a safety just in case.
Right.
And he didn't even need it.
Counterfeits the CC defense, and they will not be able to say anything about it. Look, Arium's going to take them hostage at the end. He's going to have a big old Lava Hound sitting in a huge cage over on the m.s.esports side of the arena as X-Team Esports loses their favorite pet and the first 3 stars in this war. Hold on to your Valkyries, because XBB is ready for action again. Dun, 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 dun. They are riding into action with another queen charge to boot. XBB finds a little bit of funneling up air on the top, and with a battle blimp as well. This is going to go the distance if it's trying to make its way toward the town hall, but instead, no, finds the archer queen with a rage spell on the inside. Right as that queen pops over the wall, the Yetis are going to just, boom, smack her down.
I love that the blimp landed in the compartment where the queen jumped over the wall and took out the enemy queen. That is so much value that you do not have to hit later into the attack, as now the queen is charging her way through. You have to be patient here, as it looks like he wants to get this queen to charge her way into the eagle. He does have that jump spell. Typically, XBB likes to use the jump spell with the king, the Valks, the warden to go into the town hall and try to time it all perfectly so the Valk and the king ability secure the town hall and take that down.
This is essentially a new attack strategy for me, Carbon Fin. I'm completely surprised by its success so often, but knowing that XBB is one of the more unorthodox but skilled attackers in a variety of methods, I think that really speaks well of the offense for X-Team Esports, because it makes it very difficult for m.s.esports to build bases that can counter anything that XBB can throw at them.
I mean, they had to have had some testing with Valkyries just in case. right? You have to plan for all different types of scenarios, but we're seeing the King now moving his way in, and I'm surprised we don't have a Warden near this King, so he's just going to send a Warden straight up with the Valks, and the King goes down. The value wasn't really there for the King other than trying to take a little bit for the Queen now.
About to get a little bit of spread here on the bottom side. Ooh, losing a couple of there to the spring trap. No good news for XBB, as the Queen's gonna have to deal with these pups now a bit slowed down.
No. Oh my goodness. This is the issue. The King is gone. The Valks are all gone. Warden ability was utilized, and now what's gonna go for the Town Hall? We got a single target Inferno there. Queen's gonna take the jump. He's gonna rage leading into there, but that's it. That's a problem.
He still should have enough for this Town Hall. I'm hoping. He's got a rage. He's got Invis. He can stop the world champion, so that right side compartment will be able to go down now. But you're right, man. I mean, the speed with which he dropped that jump spell made me think that he was about to just leap on into action. But there was hardly any troops that took it early on.
Well, we got the World Champion still just hanging on here, but the problem is the Arch Towers have locked onto her, and the RC is going to go down. We only have one Queen left with no ability, and the skeleton spell on the top side doing a little bit of extraction, but unfortunately this looks to be a defense, and XBB is not going to be able to get the answer, the 3-star that they definitely wanted against a team like m.s.esports, who if you fall short and you have one mess up, it could cost you the war.
Well, a unicorn's tear can heal all wounds. But time heals all wounds as well, and in this case, the wounds dealt against this base, built by Kingsmen, will not be enough to overcome the defenses. 2-star by X Team Esports, as m.s.esports take the early lead. Kingsman, the next attacker here, Lord Commander of the m.s.esports squad, captain and a formidable striker with this La Lune army. In fact, you know what? We've got stats here as well for our friends over at m.s.esports, and I do believe that he does prefer to use Lalo.
Oh, yeah.
27% of the time, and just a 67% hit rate with it, courtesy of Chase the Ace.
Absolutely.
And how's he going to start with this one, Carbon Fin?
Well, with the Yeti Blimp, the big thing is grabbing something that the Queen cannot reach. In this case, grabbing the Inferno, and... oh, no! The Expo doesn't go down. He can invest some balloons, but that's going to be a little bit of an issue. He could wall break. Okay, so he could wall break right by that Wizard Tower to allow the Queen to step in and go for the air defense, the ground Expo, things like that, because otherwise, if you don't, then that Queen's healers will get picked off as the Queen walks by, so he's got a double wall break through that section. There's the first.
There's just the tough question for Kingsman. It's like, can he commit more balloons to try to take down that Expo? And although he threw one in there, might have needed two to get enough damage to shut that off.
Okay, there we go. There's the second wall break, just like I thought. And the multi going down allows his Queen to stay charging through here without the worry of the multi hitting the healer. So that is a great charge so far. He's got actually 2 more wall breakers, surprisingly enough. If he drops another one back there, okay, looks like he breaks this King into the Wizard Tower compartment as he wants his Queen to move her way through. Look at the invisibility spell. To loop this Queen closer to the Town Hall so the Queen doesn't go up to the top side.
Very clever tactics here by Kingsman, and just perfect timing as well to make sure that the funneling goes ideally for him. Pops down the Town Hall without it even firing away.
Uh-oh, Queen, she walks around into the Town Hall boys and she's getting hit by the single target Inferno, forcing her ability, and a tornado chip, giant bomb, all of it. The Queen can stay alive. She can get so much value in the core as the Warden with the balloons pops the ability, moving his way to the bottom side.
The Queen's ability was forced, but I can't think of a better time to use it against the enemy Royal Champion, and the Town Hall survives the entirety of that Giga Bomb. The poison slowed her down, but she keeps on going!
There it is, looking good. He drops a wall breaker to the bottom side as the Queen is barely hanging on. She's got almost like no health, but the Expo's gonna go down, which means that the Queen is not gonna go down, and this is going to be a 3-star for a Kingsman if time is on his side. With 30 seconds left, he's moving his way around with the minions. The RC, she's gonna jump the walls, run around the space, and we've got an answer from Kingsman.
beaten, battered, and bruised, assaulted from every corner. But nevertheless, she persisted. The Archer Queen charging through, and right alongside Kingsman will get the 3-star for m.s.esports. A clear and convincing lead in the first 2 hits already, Carbon Fin. Next attacker will be Den, the Queso Cup Playoffs MVP. They were able to eliminate Strut in that competition to claim their golden ticket for today's tournament.
Now with this Queen charged towards the right side, we are looking with 2 super wall breakers, so maybe grab the Eagle. That would be some very nice value as the Queen looks like, okay, he opens this wall a little bit more. Yeah, he wants to get this Queen in. Maybe he does have a Baby Dragon for the, okay, he drops a Wizard. I was gonna say, how is he gonna funnel this factory here? Is it too late? It looks like the Wizard just in time gets that down, so the Queen steps inside that wall. That timing had to be perfect.
King v Queen duel, and the Queen will take the crown. Den commits regicide on the right corner and will continue his little poke into this section. Finds a skeleton trap to slow him down a little bit, but that Eagle artillery is not going to be long for this world. And the dragons are ready to breathe fiery destruction. Conflagration by Den. But 1 minute into the charge, Carbon Fin, is he spending too much time on this initial strike?
So dragons tend to be faster, right? So dragons, you're allowed to take a little bit more time with that Queen. But remember, dragons have to be able to time that Warden ability perfectly so that you protect them through as many air traps as possible. But it looks like this Queen has decided to walk away straight into that middle multi-target Inferno, which is helping to protect so much of this push.
Didn't manage to finish it off before she had to engage with CC troops, and now she needs that free spell to help out against not only the multi, but also those CC troops. And a super minion didn't go for the full pull distance either. Caught into poison spell, though it will finally go down as Den can focus on the second half of the base now. Moving into the backside, he's got dragons spread out all across. Defending Archer Queen is just popping down so many troops to the left and right. Den finds a lot of trouble on this rear end.
Oh, that Queen going down. He tried to even use the invisibility spell to protect her. This is going to be a big problem now because the scatter shot could have been distracting on this Queen this whole time. Still has that King ability and RC ability still to utilize, so he decides to use it now. But this RC needs to clutch up the scatter shot and move around here. The Warden's probably going to find a Seeking Air Mine. He's not going to survive this area. I can't see that unless he's got perfect pathing. I don't know how.
Well, the shield can one-shot that poor little builder hut, and the Royal Champion finishes off the internal compartment. It's just going to be about finishing the remaining structures. I think that they've got enough help with these healers to back them up. Den can survive after all.
He does. The healers tanked a little bit for that Grand Warden, moving his way through. And the King, and look at the Barbarians. He's celebrating with the XT dance. And he adds another 3-star to the board. Den just on another level. But the problem is, XBB, the very first attacker for X Team, unfortunately fell short in his attack. Alec loves to use the Queen charge Lalo attack, but he's deciding not to. He's going with Super Witches. It wasn't until Marnell from Space Station decided to bring in the Super Witches, which got a lower percent 2-star. But now we have the Warden Walk being used on the outside to grab that air defense. Once he grabs that air defense, then, Lightning, grab the Expo. Okay, once that air defense goes down, he can start the Super Witches. You have to get them down as fast as possible because otherwise you are risking a time fail.
Slow start here for Alec, but he knows what he's doing. Only applied a few of those healers to help out against a Grand Warden who's got plenty of help points. Witches coming on in. This looks like the same start of the attack as the event challenge in the game, and I hope that it goes the same way for Alec's sake. Gonna stack a few more witches on the bottom side, though, to help out that Barbarian King.
Yeah, that King's on the bottom side. Scatter shot. Oh, no! One shot the regular witches. Down they go. So that won't be any extra buffs there as he's going to continue his way through. Looks like the Wall Wrecker is going to open these walls. And it's going to make its way towards this town hall, but we have a King ability. Nothing's going for the bottom scatter shot at the moment here.
The witch's weight on the king's scales, found to have the same density as a duck, have now been ejected from the arena, and the Elec forces will rely only on the super witches. This coven moving through the right corner, down to the bottom side now. Need a lot of help from that Archer Queen to pop through so many skellies. Oh my goodness, all these bombs going off as well. The Royal Champion is not going to be any issue for them at all. Big bony boys out in front to help them out. Plenty of calcium to drop these troops down.
Yeah, picks those up, pulls a Seeking Air Mine for the healers, but he's looking safe here with that Unicorn still up on his Queen. Moving through, the Town Hall going down is really nice from those Sneaky Goblins, so you don't have to worry about that hitting you, and obviously secures that star. Saving onto the Royal Champion for a little bit later. With that invisibility and free spell still in his pockets, got to try to time it perfectly as he makes his way closer towards that single target Inferno left him.
Oh yeah, his pockets are just overflowing right now. He's got the baby dragon. He's got 2 spells. He's holding on to that queen ability. He's got the Royal Champion still left to drop. But 40 seconds left. He better get her down quick because he needs to circle around the backside of his base and finish this thing off. Oh, since we're in on the bottom left, that's going to let her target onto the single target Inferno first.
Brilliant.
Before Lassie takes the fire.
That was a great use of the RC to angle her perfectly to go for that single. Decides to invest in invisibility. Single goes down, but time. He's got to hurry up.
18.
Super Witchers are slow.
14, 13 seconds remain, and it seems that Elec is just going.
What are you doing?
Slow, man.
What are you doing?
Fire! Fire!
No
Fire
way!
in the disco! Fire in the Taco Bell!
Oh my God! What? Whoa! We was waiting for so long. He's like, no, I knew it. I was safe. Okay, but he's taking a breather. Wow, what an ending there. We have the Queen Charge Hybrid. We've got the Miners and the Hog Riders in the mix here with that Siege Barracks. All right, let's see the value that he wants. Typically what you want to do is send your Queen, and in this case, it looks like the Queen's going to go near the Town Hall at this point. And then wherever your King and Siege Barracks goes between, you said your hybrid, between where the Queen and the King is, essentially, so that the hybrid can move their way through. Sometimes you could send the hybrid in a certain section to reroute the Queen to go a certain way if the Queen's going the wrong way. But let's see where she's going here. After the mortar goes down, the Queen is going to the Arch Tower, and there's the healers as she's going to try to secure the Town Hall.
Jaega got only the 2-star from the previous war and needs to get this triple here and now to keep his team alive. All the pressure is going to be bearing down on his shoulders, and this poor Archer Queen just getting blazed up by an Inferno beam, an Expo, and a Wizard Tower. Finally, he can breathe a sigh of relief and refocus as the Hog Riders start to swarm on in. They've got to dodge those spring traps and avoid giant bombs as best they can, because there's only one heal spell after this one to get them topped back off, Carbon.
Oh, it looks like the Queen is not making her way close to the signal. As the ward ability goes off to protect some of the Headhunter, the RC, and a few of the Jewel. Look at all these archers! Look at the archers here and the super minions. I wonder, do they put a lot of the archers in there to make it really annoying for Valkyries? Because Valks can't reach over a wall? Would that have been a potential CC to try to stop a Valkyrie attack?
Interesting analysis there, and I think that you might have a good idea on that, but taking a look back at where the rest of these troops are now. Invis to try to protect as Jaega moves to the backside. This hybrid assault is just barely on its last leg. But a Tesla farm popping up to defend the scatter shot in the bottom compartment is going to be extremely difficult to break through. No Royal Champion. Archer Queen is down and out of the count.
Wow.
Poor Grand Warden is being mobbed by skeletons. And this looks like the end of the assault. X-Team Esports have missed their chance to continue on parity with m.s.esports.
Yeah, that Queen going down through ability is devastating. Not having her to essentially clean up that bottom compartment, the scatter, the Expo, the Teslas. That is what the Queen was supposed to go for. But unfortunately, not able to do it. 30 seconds left in the attack, trying to get every little bit of percentage. You know it can make a difference. But unfortunately, it's not going their way in this match. It's put them to the 7, but they'll be down by the 2 triples, and they have to hope m.s.esports fails their next 2 attacks.
Well, Carbon Finn, these hogs were just a few riders short of a rodeo, and we did not have enough to wrap around. Jaeger does get the additional cleanup on the bottom edge, but you are right that X-Team Esports are not just down. They are in a very perilous position with elimination on the line. Nacho is a Lalo specialist, and he will be bringing them to bear. Sui Lalo has an 82% hit rate for Nachoa, the strongest attack in his repertoire. So very happy to see him moving in hot and heavy with a lightning strike. In fact, out here zapping this interior corner. Doesn't finish off the queen, though.
Wait, how many lightning spells did he have? 7 of them. I feel like he missed. But the Grand Warden is there. And remember, the Grand Warden provides a little bit of a buff on defense. So if you mistime it, then you don't get that queen down instantly. Then she can stay up because of the boost from the Grand Warden on defense. A lot of players don't know that. From defending heroes, defending Clan Castle, because he does it on offense, but he also does it on defense too.
Providing that little bit of a hit point pool boost keeps the queen alive, but she doesn't have very many hit points left. Death damage from a loon might be able to knock her down, and as long as any pups help out as well, that shouldn't be too much of a roadblock for Nachoa now. m.s.esports are focusing on the CC pull and just getting a little bit of funneling done here now in the first minute of this strike, as the spell deployment has been heavy early on. Does he have the ideal setup? I'm noticing those 2 sweepers pointing directly at each other, making for somewhat of an awkward entry now, I'm sure, for these balloons. Do you think that he'll try to freeze them? I don't think he can grab both at the same time.
He just able to break through. I mean, he could be able to grab this Inferno if the queen walks into this compartment. She is reachable. She can grab the Town Hall. The King's got his ability. So pop the King ability. Pop the King ability. No, wait, what? Because if you pop the King ability and protect all the barbarians, then the queen won't get hit. There's the ability. Queen was getting spun around. She may go for the Builder Hut and then try to walk up for the Sweeper, not the Mult, because the ground skeletons are over there.
Lava pops in. It's a mighty Tesla farm in the top right corner. Nachoa surely was not expecting that, but the haste spell is going to help them out. Wipes those Teslas off the map.
Yeah, with the balloons coming straight on through into the Eagle Artillery towards the single target Inferno. We do have the enemy Royal Champion still standing. We're hanging on to this Grand Warden Eternal Tome with the Headhunter securing the King. Wait, with the build. Oh, brilliant Warden ability. Just to be able to clip those balloons in time.
Protecting all of them from incredible splash damage. He is able to knock out a scatter shot. Facing off that multi-Inferno and the air defense in the last compartment will be his final task. As Nachoa has only 30 seconds now to finish this thing off. He needs to drop that freeze spell and get these balloons to safety.
Time again.
Still holding the freeze spell.
Elk knows just how much that can matter with 20 seconds left.
Drop it.
There he goes. Come on, Warden. The Owl. They got to move there together. They got to take out that multi-target Inferno. We got only 13 seconds left. The minions are going to grab the outside. Come on. Oh, come on.
Multi goes down.
Go for the
It's just the air defense. Swarm. Go. Like a beehive. They are so out of time.
Wow, a 99% time fail. Wow, let's go and take a look at that again. What an attack, and it comes so close.
The youngest team member on this lineup, Homura, has so much incredible skill at this young age, showing plenty of promise, but he needs to show it right now because a 3-star is all that X team needs to stay alive, not to mention trying to thrive. Knocks down 2 heroes, though. Lots of damage off the Archer Queen, though. She doesn't exactly get finished off, and the Grand Warden floating about will not become a statue this time around.
Yeah, the Warden's gone. Queen is low health here with the balloons, taking out the air defense. Trying to move their way a little bit further to test for sinking air mines. But the blimp, okay, no tornado trap, no trap. It was safe. Okay, you're able to secure that. We got a bunch of archers and super minions again. I think this is the defense or the CC to put if you're trying to stop Felix.
Double fake here against Homura, but the Sneaky Goblins will find a 5-finger discount on the first star, knocking apart that Town Hall, and with the golem out in front to block with this Archer Queen. Ooh, taking a lot of shots from the Super Minis.
Wow.
Some great long range, locking onto the golem, and she is mighty low. Unicorn doing its best to keep her alive. Multi-mortar firing away. She just has a sliver of health, Carbon Fin.
Not much health. Still has her ability. But if she steps into this bomb tower with her ability, and okay, no, she's far enough away. I was going to say she may just go down as the king's going to go to the enemy queen. But this queen is just hanging on from this unicorn. Her ability is now used as the king can burn his ability to grab that scatter shot.
You must have expected, if you were Homura, that this Archer Queen would be able to finish off the Inferno Tower, though, but that will not happen. She goes down, and that's going to be still a heavy compartment for him to have to finish off at the end. Yeah. Fortunately for him, though, Inferno Towers set to single are not much problem at all for Hog Riders, with the Eternal Tome coming in early to boost them through this bottom compartment, but a multi-target Inferno is pretty deadly. Great heal spell usage here will protect him from lots of splash damage as the Royal Champion makes it way into the center. Lassie helping her out. Good dog. Take down that Inferno Tower.
Brilliant pathing from this Royal Champion to go for that multi. Now she's moving toward the enemy RC, but the single target Inferno, so he's forced to use that free spell as he finds some spring traps. A few more hogs being placed around. Headhunters clear the enemy RC with ease. And look at this, hang on, unless there's a crazy amount of jive bombs or something, I think he's already triggered a handful of them. The RC is going to go down.
Don't speak too soon.
I mean, she didn't get hit.
Just like the Archer Queen, she has just a sliver of health.
Whoa.
But as long as she's alive, that spear will keep on going.
All right.
Tossed off into every defense in sight. She is now part of the cleanup crew for Homura with plenty of time. That 3-star has been secured for X-Team Esports, and they will have just one more chance to try to pull this star count up and go the distance against m.s.esports.
Brilliant attack. Homura getting it done with the Hog Riders, 27 of them.
Cynthia will be the last attacker for m.s.esports, but sorry to disappoint, Carbon Fin. There's no Hog Riders in this army. He has instead brought the Dragons and will zap through those air sweepers spread out on the corners. Multi-target Infernos won't go down, but he will be able to path through without that slowing factor. Very important to keep these Dragons on path.
Well, I was excited for Hog Riders, but I guess that's not the case. It's the
You've already had your Hog Riders for today.
That's true. He did bring like 33 hogs in his very first attack. You know, you love to see them because they're not a troop or an attack that's in the meta. As the Dragon Rider is going to help try to clear a little bit more of this bottom side, or I should say, Baby Dragon to the left. Now, Dragon Riders, Dragons moving their way in with the blimp, the balloons. Hit that ward ability. Brilliant. Hitting that ward ability nice and early to protect all of his troops and the blimp going to the Town Hall.
Cynthia just needs to get the 2-star, and m.s.esports will be out of range for X-Team Esports, who missed so much percentage earlier on. It looks like that will be an easy feat here now as the first star is claimed. Clone spell in the center to boost those balloons even further. We're having a lot of trouble with that scatter shot up top, though, Carbon.
You know what it probably was? Is they were like, all right, what do we need to win? And the thing was, a 2-star wins us this match. So, what do? Go with the safest possible 2-star you can plan, which is this Dragon attack. But you know, he's not just going to look maybe to grab the 2-star. This could even get the 3 as his queen is coming from the top. The RC still has her ability. The Dragons are still up, and this is looking good.
Very careful plan, and I just love how this attack is so multi-pronged.
Wow.
Heroes from the top, Dragons from the bottom, pushing in over on the left side for additional cleanup. You are right. Clever accounting would have yielded a win with just 2 stars, but Cynthia found all 3. Somehow he does it, and m.s.esports survive in the lower bracket, defeating X-Team Esports, who will, in just one more attack, be the first team eliminated from the Clash of Clans World Championship 2022.
Wow. The final attack for day 1 of the Clash of Clans World Championship is here. And Melee's gonna try to end on a high note with a 3-star. Yes, we know can't get the victory, but still he wants to get the triple with that Warden. And what do we got? P.E.K.K.A.s, Super Wizards. Is this, my friend, a P.E.K.K.A smash that we're seeing, Woody?
I believe it is. Couple of witches to help out as well. And what could be in that siege barracks? You know that it is just chock full of so many fun additions to this army. P.E.K.K.A coming on out. More witches, more wizards. All that Melee could hope for. But can you get the pathing right? You need 2 jump spells with an army like this to hurdle yourself over these walls. Boy, there are a lot of internal compartments here built in this base by Elec.
Yeah, he's pathing his way through. And look at that jump spell placement. Perfectly dropped so that his troops, and like the Queen, goes, she reaches the multi, and then continues towards the Town Hall. Do not connect your troops into the multi-target Inferno section, because it's the Queen's job to secure that defense. As another Rage is down, moving his way through. P.E.K.K.A's taking that down, taking out the other Inferno tower, and eventually going to jump towards that single-target Inferno.
Heavy hog hammers raining down destruction in the middle with an enemy Archer Queen starting to get some pop shots off. Really needs some way to finish off that enemy hero because she is just doing massive damage. There we go. She jumps over the wall and the Barbarian King gets an easy smash to finish her off, finding his way toward the Town Hall next for the 1st star and the 2nd one back to back. Melee from m.s.esports trying to get that 3rd, but with forces such spread out, it's kind of hard to see where they're all going. Lots of wizards and witches still to go on the left, though.
He's still got 2 rages, 2 freezes to utilize here. And the tornado trap spinning him around. Pops the Queen ability. Oh, she finds a giant bomb right there. Now he has to rely on this RC to try to finish it off, but the RC is gonna... Oh, the timing was just perfect. So she can do a little bit more damage. Oh, he keeps her alive. But then she dies to the scatter.
Well, still soaks a shot from the scatter, and that'll keep the rest of those troops healthier a little bit longer. Those P.E.K.K.A s are just so incredibly strong. Look, they're still pretty much at full health.
Yeah.
Melee's going to make his way into the last compartment, and speed is no problem for him at all. Nice little hole built in that compartment will give easy access to the P.E.K.K.A s, chopping it apart as they penetrate the last line of defense here. Scatter shot's going to be firing away, but I don't see any way to stop these big, heavy manas. They are going to take this town down. 3 stars for Melee as X-Team Esports finish off their hit.
The only thing I would have been scared about if there was skeletons that popped up in that compartment, but they all popped up on the far left side by the Tassa farm. Oh, look, there's the air skelly there. But well done getting the 3-star to close it up. What that means, m.s.esports are going to advance in the low